Mijino mina bomba. Ah, ah, ah.
Who invited him?
Jabba the Hutt. Dear Neptune.
What?
Remember in the movie where bald,
Oh, I was confused.
So yesterday at Breakaway, one of the girls had a Pokemon.
Está estúpida.
And I was like,
No, it was Bulbasaur, and she's like, "Oh my God, look, it's Squirtle!"
and then I
was like, "No, Tanya, that's Bulbasaur!" And the girl was like, "Yeah, it's Bulbasaur."
She's like, you fucking idiot.
but then her boyfriend was like, they're all cute. I'm like, yeah, you're right. They're all cute.
Welcome back to the Eating Good podcast, the podcast where we go and try a new restaurant every week here in Columbus, Ohio, give our reviews, and then talk about whatever silly little thing is going on in our lives. I'm David.
I'm Sam.
I'm Marisol.
So this week, it was Sam's choice for the restaurant, so I'm going to hand it off to Sam.
As you may have noticed, Oscar is not here with us this week. He's actually in New York helping Charmaine move in. But as his replacement, we have a super awesome special guest, Tanya.
Hello, thank you.
Oh, should I also mention Isabella's in the studio, but she's just listening in.
Just a fly on the wall.
If she has-
Possibly our future editor.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
this is her
Audition.
This is her interview. She's gonna see what she can do.
And it's not going well. Just kidding.
How are we going to break it to her?
Okay. This week we went to Forno, which I would say is a pretty popular, well-known restaurant in Columbus. It's located in the short north. Forno offers the best atmosphere and contemporary cuisine in the city with a custom stone-fired oven. Their menu includes handcrafted drinks, wine by the glass, Ohio drafts, signature pizzas, and shareables. Have you guys been to Forno before?
Yes.
Nope.
No.
You?
Yeah, I've been to Forno before, but not in a really long time. I feel like I don't go that frequently because it's always so busy. You have to make a reservation like a week in advance at least to make sure you get a spot, or else you're gonna have like a minimum 1 hour wait.
Oh.
It's the place to be at.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the summer in the short north. They have outdoor seating, so it's a vibe. But I guess I can start us off with what we ordered from Forno. Well, I guess to start off, we all got mimosas. And they were
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
out of
10,
They
10.
hit the spot. Mhm.
perfect mimosa.
Too much orange juice, but
Not when after a while, we just got ourselves a bottle, so we could choose the amount of champagne versus orange juice. So
And I freaking poured it to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Tanya was pouring it up. So yeah, 10 out of 10, classic mimosa, nothing wrong with it.
Hit the spot.
Would
Got me
drink
feeling
again.
good.
yeah, agreed.
But we also got an appetizer to share. So we got the burrata, which says warm arrabbiata and grilled bread. But yeah, it had like a red, almost like a marinara sauce, kind of, but not. Like it was like a red tomato sauce, and it was a little bit spicy.
I think
was a bit
arrabbiata
spicy.
is spicy marinara.
I
spicy
liked
one.
it. It was spicy where I could still enjoy it, and like it wasn't too spicy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked that it was warm.
Mm-hmm.
And
And then like the olive oil, like you could see.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I like that too.
it was very tasty.
And it was a good size. We actually had a group of 6 people, and we all still got like
Like
a
seconds.
good amount of the burrata. So I loved it. I love burrata. We've talked about it before on this pod. So I would probably give it an 8 out of 10.
Wow. I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Would have it again.
Yeah, I would definitely order it again.
I actually want it like next week.
Bella wanted us to order a second one at the table.
Mhm.
It was good. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10 because I always forget that burrata is the name of the cheese,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and I thought it was the name of like the dish, and so I was expecting just like mozzarella, which is great. The mouthfeel is all good, but like sometimes I feel like it lacks a little flavor. But this one felt like it had more flavor to it. It was like a little saltier, or maybe it was like the sauce and whatever. But yeah, I would definitely go and get that again. It was good.
And then I give it an 8 out of 10. Like, it was good, but I don't think that I would order it again. Like, I don't know. I didn't love it, but I also didn't hate it.
Have you had burrata before?
I have not. That was my first time.
Was it like the cheese that you didn't like, or was it the sauce?
I think so, just because like it looked creamy and like when I actually cut into it, it was half and half.
It's like the texture.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see like someone who doesn't really know what burrata is to be kind of confused by it.
Yeah. And like if you don't like the texture, then you're not gonna like it. It is like because like it's not quite a full mozzarella texture, so it is like an interesting texture.
Like an
for
expired
cheese.
milk texture.
But it's so good.
It's so delicious.
Cool.
The bread was good too.
Yeah, and the grilled bread was
Toasted.
really good. And it came with a lot of pieces of the grilled bread.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then I can jump into what I got as my entree. Marisol and I split this. We got a margarita pizza, so it has fresh mozzarella, Roma tomato, basil, and I would say it was okay. It actually wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be because it didn't have like a lot of seasonings or flavor. Like I love mozzarella and tomatoes, and I normally like a margarita pizza. I would say the best bites were the ones that had a piece of basil on it, because then that gave it flavor. But if it was like a bite with no basil, it really tasted like I wasn't eating anything. It was just like chewing pizza, but I don't know, chewing bread, I guess. So I would give it like a 6.
Yeah. I would second that. I feel like the cheese really didn't taste like that great. I think my favorite part of the pizza slice that I had was like the crust, to be honest. It tasted good. It was crunchy and it was, I don't know, it was kind of flavorful. I would give it a 7 out of 10.
That's our whole thing, right? Was it a stone oven?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm sure the crust was
Crust
like
is
the
good.
highlight.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have put my own salt and pepper on it. I think that would have made it better, but I didn't. So I was just tasting it for what it is. I've had margarita pizzas before, and it just was lacking, in my opinion.
Do you think maybe having the burrata first and then the mozzarella second?
I don't
influenced it a little
know. Maybe. I just think it needed seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
And the burrata, I feel like, was seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I don't know. Moving on. That's all I got, so whoever else wants to go.
I got a arugula salad with grilled chicken on the side. My salad had tomato, fennel, pepita, lemon mint, vinaigrette, parmigiano reggiano. It was really good. I love arugula. I could eat arugula nonstop. And the vinaigrette was also really good. It was very like lemony, and I prefer that on my salads. It also had some like what is pepita? Is
They're
it
like
just
little seeds now?
But like of what? I don't know. It looked like pumpkin seeds.
Oh yeah, I think that's what they are.
Yeah,
I
but
think that
they
might be
it added like a nice crunch to my salad. And the grilled chicken was pretty good too. I feel like I don't know what they seasoned with it. It probably was just like salt and pepper, but it was very tasteful. I would give my salad a 7 out of 10. Would have again.
All right, I can go next. I got the chicken and waffles. So the chicken and waffles consisted of southern fried chicken, savory waffles, hot sauce aioli, and local maple syrup. So it was like, I forget what they're called, but they're like the smaller waffles.
Are they the pearl waffles? Or no?
I don't
No,
think
there's
so.
a name for it. Belgian?
Yeah, it's like a Belgian waffle, but I feel like they do have a specific name. But yeah, it's like that
Belgian
shape.
waffle.
And I think that was my favorite part, honestly. That and the local maple syrup were super good. Because on top of that was just like, I think it was like a chicken breast or something. But it was nicely fried and stuff. But I think the waffle really popped out. I definitely took advantage of the hot sauce aioli. I mean, it wasn't too spicy for my standards, but I'm sure some people get a little kick out of it. So I was trying to combine the savory and the sweet by dipping the chicken in the thing and then, whatever, the waffle with the syrup. But all in all, pretty standard chicken and waffles. I can't go wrong. But I think just like the style of waffle that they chose definitely got some bonus points for me. So I would probably give it a 8 out of 10. I've had better chicken and waffles, but for what it was, I thought it was pretty darn good.
It looked good.
Okay, so I had the biscuits and gravy. It's a savory herb biscuit, bread pudding, bourbon sausage gravy, and sunny side up egg. The presentation was 10/10. Like, I'm the type of person that if it looks good, like, I'm like, okay, I'm excited for it. The biscuit kind of tasted like stuffing, like that you have at Thanksgiving, and I freaking love stuffing.
Same.
So all in all, like, I give my dish a 9 out of 10. Like, it was really good.
Nice.
I would get it again.
And then we also got strawberry shots.
Oh, yes.
Shot.
Those are so good.
Yeah, it's this thing that Forno does where they have spiked strawberries, and it's basically like a strawberry hollowed out, filled with alcohol, and then topped with whipped cream. The description is fresh strawberry Smirnoff vodka, Grand Mamlar spiked strawberry gel, and whipped cream.
They definitely don't put that much alcohol.
Yeah, I couldn't taste the alcohol at all, like when I ate it, but I will say it tasted delicious because it was the fresh strawberry with whipped cream. So, you know, that's going to taste delicious.
Yes.
I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Me too. 10/10.
10/10.
10/10. I was thinking about it, but
I guess the only reason I would deduct a point is because I can't taste the alcohol, so I don't know how much alcohol is actually in it.
placebo.
But for the presentation and how cute they are and how good it tastes, still 10/10.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like the whole 5 is equal to like one drink or something.
You think?
I don't know. Maybe
think
not, right?
so.
Or like that's not even enough.
They're pretty small.
Well, I mean, you would expect one person to, like, each to order 5 then?
Well, because you order them in a
Because it
thing
comes
of 5,
in a 5.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like the price of a.
I guess maybe.
Oh, yeah, I guess it could be.
I'm not sure, but worth the flavor. I would say if you have 4 friends or if you just want to eat 5 strawberries.
Yeah, but it was nice because it normally comes with 5, but we had 6 people, so the server brought us a 6th one.
That was really
So
nice.
nice.
And so we gave it to Bella, even though she's not 21, but it's okay because
Yeah,
there was
it's
barely
fine.
any alcohol in it.
Yeah, we're her guardians now.
And the server offered Bella like a glass for a mimosa. I was like, she does not look 21. Like, Bella did not take the glass. Don't worry.
Boring.
We're like, take your chance.
I said, when an opportunity is given, you take it.
But yeah, any other thoughts on Forno? I think the food is good. It's not the best food ever, but the atmosphere and like the location is what makes it such a great spot.
They had some good music go roll in too.
Yeah, I was going to say the music was really good.
It's a good brunch place to go. And I would definitely go back again because we had a good experience overall.
Yeah.
Yes.
The booths were really comfy.
Oh, so comfy.
They put us in a booth, and it's like, yeah, the music was playing, but like we could still hear each other. I could hear, and I'm hard of hearing. I could hear people like Bella from across the whole booth.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I think it's a great place to meet up with the girlies or whatever for brunch.
The boys also met.
And true.
Did you say the boys?
The boys also meet there. It's not just girls.
Yeah, true. There was a table of the boys next to us, so that was cool.
The boys next to us. Teehee.
I would like to go and maybe sit outside one day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
If
I
we
wonder.
sat outside, we would have been with the boys.
Oh my God. Ick.
We have to talk about that in a second.
What?
Because I wonder if I feel like at this time of day for brunch, like the traffic probably isn't too bad. So I'm sure it's lovely to be out there, feeling the weather, having a good talk.
And they have like these cute orange umbrellas outside too.
Yeah.
Like it just looks so
beautiful.
beautiful outside.
Yeah, when we were walking up and I pointed, I was like, this is where we're eating. Were you excited that you saw, like, because you just saw the outside. So,
Yeah, I was excited.
Good
I was like,
first
oh, this looks
impression.
very fancy.
We go to fancy places now. We've stepped up in life.
after Sonic.
That was like last week.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's all about balance.
Exactly. We can't be balling out every single episode because,
I mean,
Why?
Can't be worse than Arby's, right?
ugh,
Ugh,
Yeah.
don't
no,
get
that
us
was-
started.
That made me cringe so hard.
I think I just got dizzy.
Oh my gosh.
I still wake up in the middle of the night sweating like
Ew.
that roast beef.
You look at the video with a pile of roast beef
Half
on your
a pound of
sandwich.
roast beef. My
God.
good
It
golly.
was like gray.
Yeah. The meat sweats.
You ate that.
I
Did
for-
you eat it all?
Yeah, for scientific purposes.
Go look at the video
For
on
the
our
pie.
Instagram to see the amount of meat and the color of the meat on the
His chum bucket
sandwich.
burger.
All I was needed was a kelp
Arby's
shake.
needs to be closed down, and I'm gonna stick to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, we mention Arby's at least once every
Yeah.
freaking
We
episode.
love to hate it.
Oh my god, this is the We Hate Arby's podcast. Seriously.
Sponsor us. We talk about you so much.
What was Sam's title to the episode? Was it Arby's? Question mark, why? Was it? I don't know. Like, or maybe that's how you brought it up to us. We were like, we wanted to eat at Arby's because we were like, why? Why would someone eat at Arby's?
I don't know. I don't think I named it an Arby's title.
Never mind then.
And who picked that? You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, for
I
scientific
did.
purposes?
Yeah, because
Terrible.
I had never had Arby's, so I needed to try it.
Yeah, that's how it was with Sonic, you know?
Exactly.
I think we were both a little let down.
I've never
Yeah.
tried Nobu.
Shut up. First of all, we have tried Nobu.
Yeah.
She
but
lying.
I mean, I'd be down. We can fly to New York right now and go to Nobu.
We
We can stay with
That would be
Charmaine.
cool.
We will visit Charmaine and we will eat at Nobu.
Nobu.
Yeah. Duh. And if we go to Ultra, we could also eat at Nobu. I think there's an Ultra in Miami. Or we
a
could
Nobu
go to
in Miami.
Or we could go to Bad Bunny's like sushi restaurant.
Ooh.
Bad Bunny has a sushi
Oh,
restaurant?
what?
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Cause remember that guy I went on a date with?
Yeah.
He told me about Bad Bunny's like sushi restaurant. And he was like, yeah, if you ever go there, just let me know, and because I have a guy there.
Oh.
Wow.
But then I ghosted him, so I cannot hit him back up.
Is this guy Bad Bunny?
No.
Is the restaurant called Yo hago lo que me da la tuna?
No, it's not. I forgot what it's called.
Well, you better remember when we go to Miami.
Miami beaches.
Wait, when are y'all going? For a fest?
We want to go
Right,
for a
right.
festival in March.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. What is it, Ultra?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Notifications are on. Everyone, be in the lookout.
For the drop.
For the ticket drop. Anyways, I guess we could talk a little bit about Breakaway, the festival we're going to
Oh,
this
yeah.
weekend. Good transition. In Columbus, there's this annual festival called Breakaway. Most of the time they play EDM Fridays, Saturdays, which we like, and that's why Tanya's here. We're also celebrating her birthday.
Woo! Birthday month.
Birthday month.
Birthday
It was
girl.
several weeks ago at this point, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
still
okay.
a month.
It's still the month.
She gets the month.
We're recording this in August, and it's still her birthday month, so
Yes.
we're celebrating. Did you guys like yesterday? Was it fun?
It was very fun.
So much fun.
So I was drinking beatboxes,
Oh my
Boom
gosh.
boxes.
and Sam goes, "Are you drinking a boombox?" I'm like, "No." But overall, it was a lot of fun last night.
Yeah,
I mean-
run me through your guys' schedule since I wasn't there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
for our listeners.
What time did we leave? Like
6:30?
6:30.
I think we left here at 7, and we got inside there like
Mm.
right at 7:30.
Oh, that's right, because we saw the guy that Emma wanted to see at 7:30.
Yeah, the disco hips or something like
Mhm.
that. Yeah, so we got there like right at 7:30. They only have 2 stages. It's not a huge festival. It's Columbus, Ohio. Come on. But the first DJ we saw was really good. I guess I should look up the name. This will be a better story if we know the names of the DJs.
I think I'll have time to do the other hand.
No.
No.
We don't believe.
I believe in you.
Okay.
I think you can.
Ya ves?
Even though she beat my ass twice already today.
That's why she
Bro.
broke.
But I'm
being
That's
nice
why
to
she got
you.
the nails off.
I
She was
just
beating
feel
your
like
butt.
fighting someone.
Don't fight me then.
No, you're easy target. Sam might actually hurt
See,
me.
I can't be blamed.
Sam would just pinch me.
We'll get into that later,
We'll-
David. About Tanya being an easy target. Anyway.
See, Marisol's doing it as a grown adult.
That's true. Okay. Back to the festival. I found the DJ's name. So the first DJ we saw was Disco Lines. They're actually really good.
They were,
I liked
yeah.
it a lot.
Mhm.
Then we took a tour. Not a tour. We took a break to go to the bathroom. We were only there for like 30 minutes, and we were like, we already got to pee. Let's go. Then we went to the main stage, and we saw... Oh, no, then we went to Silent Disco.
Yeah, I was gonna say silent disco. That was really fun.
I love a good old silent disco.
Me too.
Yeah, if you don't know what silent disco is, usually at a festival there's going to be like a separate fenced off area, and as you walk in they'll give you headphones to wear, and there's different channels that you can tune your headphones to. So the one we went to, there was 3 DJs playing at the same time, and you could turn it to the red channel, the green channel, or the blue channel to listen to whichever DJ you liked the best. So we were like flipping between them, always finding the best DJ at that moment, and it's pretty fun to look at too if you're not in silent disco,
Yes.
because you can't hear the music that the people with the headphones hear, so it just looks like a bunch of people dancing to nothing. So it's pretty funny. But when you're in it, it's just super fun. I feel like silent disco is always my favorite part of festivals.
Yeah.
Just because we like go crazy with our dancing, because it's not as crowded as being at one of the stages, so you have like a ton of space to dance, and we just like to be goofy. And sometimes there's really good DJs that are just not super well known.
Yeah, and it's just like the music is in your head, literally.
Yeah.
So that's what makes the experience so much, it's 10 times better. I'm just like curious to like, who was the genius that like had the idea to be like, let's have 3 different channels and call it silent disco.
Yeah,
like, thank you, that is so smart.
It's even cool that they have 3 channels, because I've been to like, not at a festival, but like orientation on campus where it's like just one DJ, right? And so you kind of just have to go to that. So hearing that there's like 3 channels and 3 like people who are like dedicated DJs.
Yeah, it definitely depends like which festival you go to. I would say it's 1 to 3 DJs, but yeah. When it's like 3, it's nice, because if you're not feeling one of them, you just flip it to another one. And then when you're not feeling them anymore, you flip it to another one. So,
and like, I think at least when we were there, the 3 DJs that we were listening to kind of had different vibes.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
So I like that, because we would just switch off from one to the other.
Yeah. And I'm excited. We're going back to the festival today, and I'm excited to go to Silent Disco because the DJ that we love from a bar we go to all the time, the Go-Go, will be playing Silent Disco. So we're going to go see him.
Nice.
And then we're going to say hi. He's probably going to remember us, I hope.
We're going to like play Bad Bunny.
No.
That's all we do when we go to the
And
Go-Go.
he does it for us because he knows us.
Yeah, well, kind of. I think he recognizes us, but he still won't talk to me.
I mean, he's a little busy. He's working.
He won't follow me back on Instagram.
He doesn't want to be too obvious, Sam.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to follow him on Instagram, his DJ name is Noha, so Noha.
Really cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Plays great music.
Kind of hot.
super hot. Wait, wasn't there one time where he posted a picture of him shirtless?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, daddy.
Oh my God. Show me.
Please talk to me when I go to the Go-Go.
Can you DJ to me without your shirt off?
So, well, because I follow his Instagram, I think he DJs also like at a burlesque club, and sometimes there's the guys, like a night where the guys are dancing, and he'll take his shirt off.
And
for
you're
that
just
night.
now mentioning this to me?
Well, I feel like it'd be extra weird if we show up there and he recognizes us.
I'll take my I'm just kidding.
I mean, I would go. That would be fun. It would be like when we saw Thunder Down Under in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys went to that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
We went for my 21st birthday, and my mom was there. David's mom was there. I don't know who else was there, but
Salma's mom.
oh yeah, Salma's mom, my aunt, and and I actually got on stage, and all you see is my mom go, woo!
Oh no.
And they get danced on?
I think I tried to take a video while you were on stage and they yelled at me because you're not allowed to take video of the performance.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's my friend. It's her birthday.
He was like literally grinding on me, and my mom's cheering me on.
That's so funny.
Are you the type of girl that you would want a stripper for your bachelorette?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
It's gross.
All right. Looks like I'm planning all y'all bachelorettes.
No,
It's David.
Who brought this big ass cake? Give me a second. I like run. Someone roll this cake out.
You just see his leg in the back, like scooting himself.
I have
it's
a
like
oar.
a Flintstones car.
Let it come out. Open it up in. Who's ready for some dancing?
You're just like, ew, David.
Security.
Ew, David. Security, please escort this man out.
Like what? There's buttons on these pants? I'll rip them off.
In one take.
Oh my god.
I would just jump off.
There's
whatever
buttons
cliff
on
there's-
this underwear? What?
David, we're related to you.
Literally.
He's wearing 3 pairs of underwear.
He's still going.
Why does he still have a shirt on?
Shut up. What were we talking
We
about?
won our money back.
Anyways, we were at Breakaway.
Oh.
We did the silent disco, and then after that we went to the main stage where we saw
Chris Lake.
Yeah, Chris Lake.
I liked him a lot.
and then Flume. Who did you guys like better?
I think Chris Lake.
Yeah,
I'm
Chris
not
Lake.
gonna
I liked him
lie.
better.
Too. So I like Flume a lot as an artist, but I think they are more like vibey and slow
Yeah.
music. Versus Chris Lake, it was like getting us pumped up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think for a show, Chris Lake was definitely better.
Yeah, because I'm not big in the EDM world or whatever, but I do love me some Flume.
No, and Chris Lake's visuals
Oh,
were
I
like
was just
10
gonna say
times
that.
better. Did you see it?
I
They
wasn't
were
even paying
crazy.
attention.
Like it was kind of 3D visuals where like there would be hands and they would like come out of the screen. It looked like, but I just thought his visuals were like better than like Flume.
Gotcha. I didn't pay attention. I have to remember to pay attention to the visuals
Yeah.
today because I was like not looking at
I'm
all.
all about like looking at the visuals,
Yes.
but like yeah, Flume like their visuals were just kind of boring.
Agreed.
They were like colorful, but like, I mean, not hands sticking out of the screen for me.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I feel like a lot of the time I was not even facing the stage because I wanted to face you guys. Because we were like standing in like a row in
Yeah.
front of each other. So I turned around so I could like be looking at you guys. That makes sense of why I missed a lot of the visuals.
I was gonna say, so unless they market it as like, because I've seen like Griffin DJ sets when they don't want to do like a full headline or whatever. They only play their music, which I guess makes sense, right? Or do they sprinkle in other stuff?
Normally they play just their own music, but if you like on occasion, they will sprinkle other stuff
Okay.
if it's like.
Just because I know it's like very different
I
for like a
think
rap
Zed-
artist is gonna obviously only do their own raps, but like with EDM, I feel like it's so like fluid
Yeah.
that they can kind of get away with.
I
different
think
stuff.
Sed normally puts in other songs within his music, like a remix.
Like collabs
yes,
and stuff like that.
not like collabs, but like remixes.
Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of DJs do remixes of well-known songs. So
Yes.
that's kind of how they
Yeah.
end up playing.
right,
them.
But it's like their
it's their
remix.
touch on it.
It's their mix,
Uh-huh.
so like
Nice.
it makes sense for them to play it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Where
Yeah.
they can kind of branch out. That's
Yeah.
sweet.
And maybe I was also distracted because we were next to some boys, and that's the boys we saw at the restaurant today.
The boys.
The boys.
That Marisol started talking to first.
Yeah, we
So
are standing
friendly.
there just because it was me, Tanya, Marisol, and Emma, and we're just standing there next to these boys. No one was talking to them. They weren't
Yeah,
talking
no.
to us. And out of nowhere, Marisol just turns to them and was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And me and Tanya both look at each other like
This
"Good."
bitch.
I'm just being friendly, but they were cool the entire night, so you're welcome.
Yeah. Then they all started talking to us, and they were cool. So I forgive you.
Okay,
kidding.
Sam.
There was nothing to forgive. You did a good thing.
Sam had like 3 boys.
Okay.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, she did.
She's still trying to figure out to this day, like who she's gonna go with.
Right.
But yeah, because we were there, we were just hanging out with them, just talking, and then one of them asked like what we're doing tomorrow, and I was like, "Oh, we're going to Forno," and they're like, "We're going to Forno," and then he pulled out his open table app with his reservation, so I pulled out mine, and we're like, "Oh, we're gonna be there at the same time." So when we went to Forno today, I saw them sitting outside, but we walked past them and didn't say anything because I pretended I didn't see them, and then we went to the hostess and got seated, and as she was walking us to our table, we were going in the direction of where the boys were, but we were inside. So then she sat us in a booth right next to their outside
Yes.
table, but we were separated by the glass
what are the
wall,
odds?
like the glass
I
window.
know. I was hoping that didn't happen.
And so as we were walking up to the booth, they obviously saw us. So I like waved at one of them, and they waved back, and then the other ones noticed, and they all like waved and started laughing. It was just like a funny moment.
We were both like exhibits to each other.
Yeah.
In the zoo.
And then I was like, well, now I have to look cute and skinny this whole meal.
No, I was like, I can't even laugh like I normally laugh. I have to be like, ha 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 ha.
Nah, we were still being funny.
Yeah,
And we still had a
were.
good time.
Yeah. We had
The
such a
mimosas
good time.
helped.
I was like, I feel like I pantomime or use my hands a lot when I talk. So I was like, I wonder if they're looking over here and just seeing me do these crazy things and wondering what we're talking about.
Maybe I was thinking about it too because I knew that they were out there, but I was like, I feel like Sam's kind of
I'm
sprucing
showing
it up
off.
even more today.
I gotta put on a show. What can I say? When we were at Silent Disco yesterday and there was a drone above us, and I was like, oh, let me
Oh
put on
my
a show
God,
for
yes.
this drone. I started going wild.
No, you said they really be wanting me to put on a show for them.
She's about to be in the promos for the next festival.
But yeah, excited to go to Breakaway again tonight.
I'm exhausted. I don't know how I'm going to make it through.
Oh yeah, I'm so tired. But we're going to see Porter Robinson and Zed tonight.
Yay. I'm so excited. So excited. Okay, no, I'm excited because, like, although Zed is not, like, a super, super EDM person, like, when I first started getting into poppy EDM, like, he was, like, one of the people that I've always wanted to see. So this has kind of been, like, a dream of mine.
Nice.
Did you go to the concert when he played at Ohio State when we were in?
I don't think so.
You missed out.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
Yeah, so Ohio State does free concerts, and one of the years they brought Zed, so I went with my friend, and then I actually invited Danielle from our hometown. I invited her, and I knew she liked Zed too. So we also managed to get like bracelets for the floor because some people were leaving and they didn't need the bracelets anymore, so they like slid them off their hands and gave them to us.
Nice.
Yeah, so we ended up being like front row. Like we made our way up to like the fence and we're like right in front of Zed. It was awesome.
I went to the one where they brought Marshmello and Martin Garrix.
I went to that one too.
That one was fun.
But I didn't like EDM music at the time, so I was only there for a little bit and then I was like, let's leave.
No, that's when I was getting into EDM, and Martin Garrix and Marshmello were actually my two favorite too. So I was like, oh, and that was either the day of my birthday or my birthday weekend, so it was perfect. Patricia came to Columbus too, and it was awesome. Good concerts.
Where do they do those?
They do different locations. Sometimes on the Oval. Sometimes there's like another grassy area on North Campus.
They be having some raw rappers sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
do.
Who did they have once?
They had the two kids, Ray Schmier.
Ray Shremmer.
Yes.
Ray Shermer.
The two kids, they're full grown men.
They look kids. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you this the other day when I was at the mall. There was like these two average height men, and they were with this little kid, and I was like, oh, it's like the dad and the kid. It's so cute. And then the kid turns around, it's a grown-ass adult.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, oh my god, this poor man. He was literally like 5'2".
Oh.
I
Did
know.
they hear you?
No, they didn't. But as soon as I turned around, I was like,
Oh god.
That's like your eye height, isn't it? Eye level. You're
I'm
just
pretty
like,
sure he was shorter than me.
You were
Well,
shook.
I was shooketh.
I was looking it up. Maybe Ohio State doesn't do a fall concert anymore.
I think they do spring
like spring ones?
concerts.
Yeah.
I feel like they had Kendrick one year, and I was like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah,
I think they
so.
did.
I think one year
They
they,
have
had
crazy
like the
ones.
Migos or Big Sean or something.
Oh
I'm like,
wow.
dang.
Mhm.
I don't. They
I'm gonna
have
have to
Big
get
Sean.
me
I don't
some.
remember Migos,
Maybe I'm.
but I think
Mixing
they
them
have
up.
Big Sean.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
they
dang,
had
I
Big
would've gone to
Sean.
see
As
this.
I should put my tuition money on something that I
Right.
want.
And it's like, since there's so many students, because like Cornell would have some concerts, but like our budget was a little more limited. Like we have a big one in the spring called Slope Day. We had Steve Aoki my senior year, so that was fun. That was
That's
really
good.
And I'm like not the big EDM guy, but he caked someone. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He put on
awesome.
a great show.
I would cry if I got caked.
Yeah, me too. But it looks cool when he's doing it to someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wanna,
and then you
I
get the
wanna
remnants
watch
of
it.
it.
I want to watch it, but I don't want to get caked.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be at Ultra.
Ooh,
Okay.
I can see that. But yeah, no. Shout out to the Ohio. How many freaking students y'all have?
Yeah,
Right.
they
Pays for some
they
good
definitely have a
artists.
bigger budget to bring some good artists. But yeah, when we were in school, they did a fall and spring concert, but maybe they just do spring now.
I
Times
don't
are
know.
tough.
Because I remember it would be like the opening weekend and everyone was going to the concert.
I don't remember. I think maybe like the first 2 years.
Yeah, definitely
But
my
then
sophomore year. 'Cause
I don't
remember going
remember-
with Noelle, and we had just like met each other because we were random roommates.
Yeah, I don't remember it happening every year.
Yeah, and maybe with COVID, they do it less.
Yeah, boring.
Anyways,
Anyway, since Tanya's here, I want to hear Tanya's stories.
What do you mean?
yeah.
Okay, what kind of stories?
Like, remember when you broke your ankle?
Okay,
We
no,
should definitely
no
talk
one
about
will
this.
ever let me forget it.
Starting off.
I forgot about that.
I also didn't even think about that for a while.
I was like, I don't have any Tanya stories. She just broke her ankle. Like
What happened,
Yes, I don't have
Tanya?
any Tanya stories
Please,
either.
Was that
run us.
last year or 2 years?
No,
ago?
it was
years
like
ago.
2 years ago.
It was when I recently broken up with my boyfriend, my ex.
Yeah.
Dude, those first 6 months after my breakup was so rough for me. Like,
Dude,
it was one thing after another.
couldn't catch a break.
No,
It only made you stronger.
it did.
Tell us about that day. What happened?
So
Anyone got popcorn?
Samantha, Huh?
Never mind. I said, anyone got popcorn?
It's really not that interesting, guys. It's actually kind of embarrassing. But Sam was having a house party, and we're all taking tequila shots. Like, we're all drinking, having a good time, and then everyone was like, "Oh, let's go to the go-go." And which is so funny because it was Saeed's first time going to the go-go too.
He had just turned 21 or something, right?
Yeah, I think he had just turned 21,
21.
so he was excited to go to the go-go.
So we're all getting ready to leave. I'm wearing like these chunky heels. We're walking. I'm on a brick road, and I see this car coming. So I was like, okay, well, let me get on the grass to get out of the way. So I step in the grass, and there must have been like a hole or something in the grass. So when I stepped, my ankle literally just snapped in. And right away, I was just like, this doesn't feel right.
Oh.
So I sat down, I start crying, like bawling my eyes out. And they're like, okay, well, try to put some weight on it. Couldn't do it. So we all had to go back to the house. And I'm like laying on their futon, and my ankle was swollen. Like, it was huge. So then the next morning, Noelle actually came over to wrap it for me. And she was like, no, yeah, you should go to the ER. So Sam, which we had no urgency to go to the ER, which is crazy.
Yeah.
We were like,
You were
slept
sitting there
through it.
eating waffles.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm over here hopping on one leg, and Sam's like, do you want eggs? Do you want waffles? Here's some syrup. And then finally we eat, and then it was just me and Sam. We go to the ER, which I have a video of you pushing me in a wheelchair.
Oh,
Really? I want to see
Yes.
that.
Yeah, because she couldn't walk up there, so I like parked the car, went in, got a wheelchair, and then came back out to get her.
Yeah. Which the ER doctor told me I didn't have to have surgery. So I was like, okay, cool. No surgery. Great.
Oh.
But then I went back home, and I still got it checked out anyway. And my doctor was like, no, yeah, you need surgery. So I have a plate and 5 screws in my left ankle.
Crazy.
Good thing you got a second opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
But look at me now.
Like,
Thriving, living.
Stronger than ever.
Stronger
with
You're
this
a
steel
robot.
plate.
You're a
RoboCop.
robot.
We need to get a little bit more into the details of what happened right after you broke your ankle, though, because you were sitting and Marisol comes up to you to like trying to help you, and she's like rubbing your ankle to try to make it feel better. And little
like,
do we
it's
know
just sprained.
it's broken.
It's just sprained.
So
You're fine.
rubbing it is not gonna make it any better.
I feel like it was Marisol. Just try to put some weight on it. Just try to put some weight on it.
Also, Saeed and David were gonna like carry her back to your house.
Yeah.
And like they couldn't like lift her, and then also she was in pain, so like it's not really like we could stabilize her foot.
Right.
And we were
Yeah.
all-
So we're like, guys, stop. We're getting an Uber.
I was so crunk too. I
The
feel
thing is, I live so close to the go-go.
Yes.
It was like a 5-minute walk back to the house, but we just couldn't
Right.
we wouldn't be able to do it.
it was a lot happening at
Oh
once.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they were drunk. So
Yeah.
So we
like-
called an Uber to take us like a 1-minute drive.
As I'm bawling on my ankle.
Yeah, but it was nice that my friend Noelle, she is a physical therapist, so she has like medical background. So I texted her like that night, but she didn't respond until the morning, and she was like, yeah, I can come by, and like I won't be able to diagnose if it's broken or anything, but I might be able to like
Yeah.
let you know if it's sprained or not, or like or if I think you should go see someone. So when she was like touching your ankle and she was like, move your foot like this, and she's like, does that hurt? And you were like, yeah, and she was like touching a specific spot, and she was like, yeah, so that part right there is the bone. And she's like, you should go to the ER. I think it's broken.
And
That's
then
crazy.
they took x-rays, and Sam actually got a good shot of my ankle that was broken. And like it was a clean break, so it wasn't like awful, but like it was just so weird seeing like your bone
It's,
broken.
like,
Yeah.
And like personally, it's just like I'm looking at my ankle, I'm like, damn, I have a broken bone right now. Like that's crazy.
It's being held together by screws, okay?
Well, now it is.
Yeah.
But at
Now
that
it's
time,
fixed.
like it felt so weird. It felt like my ankle wasn't attached.
Oh my god.
Like
Really?
it just felt weird.
Really?
It felt like it was just like floating.
I think it's just like your nerves
Yeah.
around it and all
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Even after surgery, like coming, because they numb me from my knee down
Yeah.
to my toes. And when it was coming off, like I could just feel the screws and the plate in my ankle.
Yeah.
That
It's
fun-
just a trauma that you've had to your like foot. So
Yeah.
it takes some time for your brain to adjust to it.
Right. Which they gave me Oxy for the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, I'm actually allergic to it, I guess. Because I was like taking it and I felt fine, but then I started getting like these little red bumps.
Oh,
on
hives.
my, yeah. And then I called my doctor and they're like, stop taking it.
Yeah, you're having an allergic reaction.
Big old face. Doctor, I don't know what's wrong.
You can't breathe. You're like, something is not right.
I thought we had you in here for a broken ankle. What's wrong with you?
I'm just taking the medicine you gave me.
And then she drove back home on her broken foot.
Well,
Oh, Sadi was here.
yeah,
Oh.
David's sister Sadi was here, and that was her
Drove.
first time driving on the highway for her.
Bruh.
So she drove to Kent, and then I drove that 45 minutes or whatever back home.
Well, and it's funny because your sister broke her ankle in Chicago several years before. So your mom was probably like, oh my God, how did the other
Right.
one do it too?
Which I used the same doctor as her. And then the doctor was just like, hey, if you have any more siblings
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
and then have a broken bone, send them my way. I was like, it's just me. It's just me and her.
I'm the last one.
You know, we each got another ankle.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
each got another ankle though.
Well,
That would be my worst nightmare, breaking another ankle.
So,
when we were in Italy and I twisted my ankle and I went to the ground, I automatically thought, I was like, oh my God, I just pulled a Tanya. Like, I was like, I'm gonna have to fucking get surgery in Italy. But I was like able to I got up and then I was like, I think I'm fine. I took a step and it was painful. But eventually, it was, I definitely think I sprained it because I feel like I would have been in way much pain if it was broken.
Yeah,
But
I
now when
definitely
I go like this, it hurts a little bit.
Which Sam messaged me when it happened or right when later that day, oh no, Marisol twisted her ankle. I was like, no, I hope it's not broken.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta text Tanya about this.
It would get swollen when we would walk a lot, which is every day.
Yeah. Literally, it was so swollen. You would put your feet next to each other, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
I was just constantly taking ibuprofen. It's fine. I survived.
Me
I just gotta
too.
train it again.
dang, you showed us the photo of their surgery because didn't you say something? You
Oh
got
yeah, so my brother-in-law works for, I think it's called Arthrax, and they sell the
medical
screws
device.
and metal plates or whatever for surgeries like that. And dude, once they drugged me up, the doctor came to talk to me, and I was like, my brother-in-law works for this company, and I think you use them. And he goes, who's your brother-in-law? So I told him. Oddly enough, there was a rep there, and he sits in the surgeries. So he was actually in the surgery, and my brother-in-law texted him, and he goes, do you want pictures? He goes, yeah. So he took pictures of my ankle open in surgery, showing the broken bone and then showing the screws in the plate in my ankle.
They're cool
You're
pictures.
opened up and it's
Yes.
Dude,
Oh,
bones
I
are
see.
so white. It's
I
so
wanna see.
crazy.
Yes, it's crazy how white the bone is.
I want to see.
And also, it just looks like you have a door hinge on your
Yes.
ankle. It looks like just the way the screws are set up. I'm like, dang, she got a whole door hinge.
I know.
It's crazy how they can do that. Who let a man open someone up and be like, let me fix this with a screw
right.
and metal plates?
Because before in olden hunting gathering times, you broke your leg.
You did.
Yeah,
The
that-
wolves got you.
Sorry,
That'd be
sir.
awful.
Sorry.
Tanya, you would have been gone.
Yeah, a goner. I wouldn't be here today.
You would have been crying.
And that was my first ever surgery.
Hopefully the
Crazy.
last.
Do you have your wisdom teeth in?
I do, which every time I go to the dentist, they're like, you should get your wisdom teeth taken out. I'm
I
like,
would be like, mind your
nope.
damn business.
Right.
yeah, I'm like,
I hated
no,
when
thank
they
you.
would tell me that. Eventually I did because Invisalign. However, it was annoying that they kept telling me to take my wisdom teeth out.
But mine are all impacted, and it reminds me of David because David got his taken out, and his cheeks were like chipmunks,
Big as
they
heck.
were huge, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
But if they're impacted, you should get them out, right?
They don't hurt me.
That's
But
so
doesn't
interesting.
impacted mean they're pushing your other teeth?
I
They're gonna
mean,
mess up your beautiful teeth.
I bet.
No, she's got still a good smile.
Do you wear retainers at night?
I should, but I don't.
Really? I feel like your teeth haven't
Bold.
shifted as
I know
much.
your teeth are beautiful.
Thank you. I did.
Don't do what she does. Wear your retainers.
Yeah, wear them. I did do Invisalign, which Sam didn't know, and she was shocked when I told her.
I didn't know either.
But I did it. Originally, it was also only supposed to be for a year. But since I didn't wear them all the time, it was like 2 years. And finally, I was just like, all right, doc, like my top teeth are great. Like, that's all I care about. I'm done with Invisalign. He goes, are you sure? I'm like, yes. So he goes, wear your retainers now so they don't shift. I'm like, okay.
Psych.
Freaking SpongeBob meme.
Yeah.
Marisol has a similar Invisalign story, I feel.
Except I just didn't wear them. I probably wear like 10% of the time. At some point I was like, listen, this isn't working on me. You can tell me to wear my retainers 20 hours per day, but it's not going to get in my head.
Yeah.
Oh
like, it's just not for me. But thank you.
Thank
mean,
you
it did help a little bit.
Thank you for trying.
I don't think it didn't reach the goal, but like, it helped.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My biting is better. Great.
My bite's already getting better, but I still have more than halfway to go, so.
How long has it been?
I think I'm on aligner 12, so 12 weeks.
What the heck?
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, you don't have the lisp anymore. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm much better at talking with them on, so that's good.
I forget you have, like, until we had this conversation, like, I'm like, oh, she has those plastic boys. And
Yeah, when you see me at the restaurant pulling them out.
it's always a marvel.
But jumping back to, we mentioned earlier, Marisol bullying Tanya as an adult, but somebody here used to bully Tanya when they were younger.
Dang, Bella.
And I know there's some interesting stories there. Do you have trauma from David bullying you?
I do. And not just from David, like my sister, Sama.
Aww.
Like, and I think, and it, throughout my whole life, even like teachers, friends, they're just, no, they weren't mean to me, but they were just like, you're such a good sport. Like, we can joke around with you and you don't get mad and stuff like that. And it's just like, maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. I laugh at everything. And even if I don't know what you're saying, and like, let's say you're having a conversation, right? And I'm not in it. And I'm just sitting here. If you guys are all laughing, I start laughing. Like, I guess I love laughing. I don't know.
I think it's a good quality. I like
it really is.
I'm telling you, I just laugh.
Yeah, no,
all the time.
No, but it's good to have like a good sense of humor, but also I think it's important to stand up for yourself. If a joke is made that you don't like, because as someone who tells jokes, I would want to know if I'm hurting your feelings.
But the thing is, it's like, if someone does that to me, I don't realize it until hours or days later. I'll be like, damn, that was kind of fucked up. But then I'm just like, well, it already passed. Like, I just can go be like, hey, that was me. You can't do that. Like, I kind of just like brush it off. I'm just like, whatever.
You're like non-confrontational.
I'm not. I can't do, even after going like to therapy, like I communicate better, but even like
confrontation is hard. I hate confrontation.
So no for me, dog.
But I was more so saying David would physically bully.
Yeah, I whoop ass.
So David doesn't like to be tickled at all. And I don't know why, but we would always try to do it. And I just remember this one time, my cousin Sama was like trying to tickle him, and he just like grabs her and like throws her like against the wall, like by the window.
Oh my God.
I should have thrown her through the window.
And then he would also do this thing with his thumb.
Oh,
like he would put
in the neck,
like in the neck, and just like
in the little like crevice on your neck, and push down really hard.
I realized, thankfully through experience with Tanya, that was a sensitive spot where it's like, I can make them like crumple at the knees. Like, I would do it hard enough and they would just like lawn chair.
You used to always do that.
And so they'd be pissing me off, and I'd be like, Tanya, and then I would just like give them a thumbs up, and the outsiders would not know what's going down, but they'd be like, no.
Yeah, I would literally start freaking out. I was like, okay, no, I'll stop.
And her friends are like, what the heck is going on? And I'm just like,
just
thumbs up
with the thumb.
Good times though.
Good times.
What about this crazy lady in the closets?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember it, but I guess you guys do.
I feel like I don't remember all the rules, or maybe the same way as Sam did, but I forget when. I think it started when like Tanya and Salma would come over, and so it was like in the beta stage. We were kind of figuring out the ground rules, But essentially, it was like in my room growing up, there was a little closet. And so I think one day, I forget who it was, one of us was just like, it might have been me, like, we should play this game called Crazy Lady in the Closet or whatever.
Well, we were like, we should play a game. What should it be? Like, we were trying to think of something. Because I feel like I was there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might have been one of the bigger parties then. Well, I guess that makes sense since there was so many people.
Well, because I remember playing it all the time. So I would definitely, and I remember playing with you and Salma and you.
Yeah.
So like,
but the concept was someone would be in the closet.
And they're the crazy lady.
Gender inclusive. Any person could be the crazy lady.
Yeah.
And so you'd be in the closet and everyone else would like, we'd role play and like pretend like we're living lives. But then we'd all be like talking shit about the crazy lady in the closet. Like, dang, they're so stinky.
Yeah.
And like, just like
taunting the crazy lady.
And then we would all be by the door just like trying to instigate as much as possible to piss the crazy lady. Mm-hmm. And then finally, after a while, the crazy lady would just go, ah, and like open the door and start chasing
everybody else.
And it was...
So the goal was to snatch somebody and drag them into the closet. And
my God.
And then that person would be the new crazy lady.
That's so scary.
And so... like our parents would just be like in the living room or in the basement, and then we'd all be in the room talking shit, and then you would just hear the door fling open, and then you would see like 8 kids just running out of the room as fast as we could, and then just someone like, mostly me, I feel like I'd always start us off,
yeah,
like, and they would just grab freaking Sam and like,
who would your go-to person be?
Oh, Tanya, bro.
Oh my God.
Tanya easily would be like...
Was it because she was like slower than everyone else?
Well, what was
I feel like, I mean, everyone got a mix. Everyone was the crazy lady at one point.
But I was just like, Tanya was the most dramatic. So
I get scared so easily.
Like, you're going in the closet. And throw her in there.
Even I'll get scared in the closet by myself. I think that's why I have PTSD.
We'll just be in there and then be like, dang, crazy lady, you're so freaking dumb. So we literally just be bullying the person. And it's like, it wasn't personal. It was just...
Yeah, it's because they were the crazy lady.
So but we get creative. I feel like sometimes...
we were saying some crazy stuff.
We had no holds barred.
Was there ever one where you were like, actually, that kind of hurt my feelings?
Well, the good thing was if it's something really pissed you off, you would just get all your anger out right away. And just
that
like,
makes
that was the point.
Yeah.
The person, once they heard something that made them mad enough, which I feel like I never actually got mad because I was like, well, they're taunting the crazy lady and I know it's a game, but it'd be like, oh, that was a good insult, it's time for me to come out
exactly.
now. Like once it was like a really good insult, I'm like, okay, now I can go be the crazy lady and chase them.
Yeah, the fun part was like, it wouldn't be like always the second or third insult.
Yeah,
like sometimes you'd be like 16 deep.
You gotta spit some fire insults for me to come out of that closet.
It was funny because we would just bounce off each other and just get better and better at the insults, and then finally the crazy lady's like, I'm coming out. And you'd be surprised every time because you never know what's gonna piss them off, and so fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I would say that was one of the less violent games. Remember when we had the socks?
The socks?
Oh, I think we were inspired by iCarly, right?
By Sam's butter sock.
So we would get like
oh my God.
I would go get my dad's long socks, and so we'd undo a pair, and then we would stuff it with rolled socks.
Yeah.
And some 1, 2, 3, just however many you wanted to swing around. And we were just like freaking swinging them around.
Each other with
bop, and like beat each other up with them. And there was like no time limit.
God.
We would just chase each other with these socks. I hit you with my butter sock.
Yeah. Luckily they didn't really have butter because that would have been more painful. But they still kind of hurt.
No,
like,
I mean,
there was a lot of rolled socks.
These were some
there.
thick, like high top tube socks.
Yeah.
So they had some power to them. I wonder if my dad ever unrolled some socks. Like, why are these ones all stretched out?
Yes. Dude, they would get so long.
Yeah.
Because we were twirling
and we
them.
would swing them so the centripetal force would freaking pull them.
Not the centripetal force.
The centrifugal force would... Dude, it was so funny. And I mean, I was always like, I was one the boy cousin because I have a lot of girl cousins.
Yes.
But then I was also like big for my age, so I was just like ha ha ha.
And all of us were like tiny, like we were stick skinny, like straws.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh. So I should go to therapy now. What is my relationship with women like now? But it was good. But then we bring it up. I'm like, damn, I was kind of fucked up.
You like to scare them. You like to beat them.
You like to insult them.
Right.
I was honing all my skills for marriage. No,
Oh my God. To be a toxic man.
To be un tóxico. Toxic masculinity. But it was all tough brotherly love.
No, honestly, yeah.
And I look at those memories fondly. Like,
Yeah.
it was funny.
They were good times, even though I cried a lot.
It
but it's
toughened
fine.
you girls up.
Yeah.
That's what I like to think. My brother would almost suffocate me in my sleep.
Oh my God.
Wait, what did he say?
Well, remember when I told you like he would like to lay on top of me and he was
Yeah.
like 3 times my size, and then I would be like, okay, he's gonna get off at any point, and then he wouldn't, and then like I couldn't breathe to the point where I was like, I'm never gonna see my mom again. He would get off eventually. I'd pinch his fat.
Oh my gosh.
Make him feel bad. Because, yeah, by middle school, I started getting pudgy. I was like, bruh.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember when we made the gator blades?
Yeah. It was...
Me and David
Why
did this
would-
messed up thing we did.
So it was like, yeah, you
The
would take off
basketball game.
the lid from the Gatorade, but you know, like the little ring under it, like when you crack it, you would take it off, and if you flipped it inside out,
It was spiky.
it was spiky, but it was also the same exact size as the lid.
Yeah.
So you could do it, and it would be like ninja throwing
You would
stars.
you would wrap the circle around the lid, and then you had like a stabbing device.
Instead of a Beyblade, it was the
Cutting
Gator
device.
blade.
Yeah, so
I
we called
totally
it the
forgot
Gator
about
blade.
this.
But me and David made some, and we were like at a basketball game, and we were just trying to cut each other's hands the whole time.
Hey, we were like in
my
West Side
God.
Story, just freaking
Literally,
having a
like-
West Side Story.
Oh my
Y'all are
god.
like
Afterwards,
crazy.
you looked at our hands, and they were all
Oh,
bloody.
Ew.
It looked like when a cat scratches you up.
Yeah.
We're
Like, it
what?
was enough to break the skin, but not enough for the blood to drip out. So like it was
Yeah,
just,
it was just, like, red
scratches
scars.
everywhere.
Your parents should have gotten you an iPad.
Oh no, that's what I was gonna say. It was like they're fond memories because it was like we were one of the last generations before, like we still played outside, and
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
You guys had to entertain yourself somehow.
we were just so many of us. Like our parents were probably like, "We're not buying y'all all tablets.
Right.
Go play with you."
Here's a Gatorade bottle. Go have fun.
It's so funny though hearing them talk about just like their perspective. They'd be like sipping wine, talking, catching up.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, yeah, pues llegaban. You would go into David's room. Y en 10 minutos salían llorando.
And then like our hair will be all crazy too. Like we'll come in, our hair looks good, and then
so sweaty.
yeah. And then
Within
hair's
the
just
hour, they
everywhere.
were like crying. And you go, what? ¿Qué pasó? What happened? We were playing with the socks. I don't know.
But the thing is, it's like my mom would always be like, "Okay, then don't go in there." I'm like, "But I want to play with him."
Yeah, right.
Like I'm gonna go play.
I was like, first lesson, manipulation. You made yourself cry. No. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? But yeah, that's what our parents would say. They were like, then just don't go in there. Just hang out with the parents, like in the living
it's
room.
boring out here.
And within 5 minutes, they'd be back.
Right.
Believe it or not, I was the Tanya of my cousin group. I was like the crying one. And then,
Wow.
yeah. And like they would bully me, but then I would somehow end up getting hurt and I would cry and to like my parents. And I'm like, and they would be like, well, why are you going over there? Don't play with them. I was like, well, what am I going to do?
Like through your tears, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be bored.
And then I would be like,
I'm gonna be bored.
I'd rather be bullied than be bored. Come
and I
on.
go back and I play again.
Did I have any weaknesses? Was there?
Well,
'cause I
you
feel
just hated tickling, but you
Yeah.
would just explode if we tried to tickle you. So it wasn't necessarily a weakness.
Well, I don't know. I feel
No.
like I got a couple times. I feel like when there was like 6 of y'all, and it'd be like,
You had to succumb to the tickling.
One time my brother tickled me when we were walking back home from school. Actually, he didn't tickle me. He was just being really funny that I peed my pants.
Oh my god.
But I told him because he was being so funny. I was like, please stop. I was like, I'm gonna pee my pants, please. And he keeps doing it, and I peed my pants.
How old were you?
I don't know. I was in Peru, so
okay.
5 or 6.
Okay, that's still
That's
young.
a fair age to pee
Yeah, that's
yourself.
fine.
I would feel like I was 18.
No, but it's I always said growing up, my favorite cousins were like Tanya and Carlos because they would laugh at anything. Well, to have around when I was cracking
Yes,
jokes because they would
that's
laugh at
bold.
everything.
Relax, guys, relax.
And one of my like the funny jokes that I would make is like Tanya is so easy to make laugh. You could Bluetooth tickle her. Like you just pretend to freaking
You just wiggle your fingers at
wiggle
her
at
and
her,
she
she's
starts
like
laughing. And it works every time.
literally every time.
And then me Tia Nati would always be like, Tanya could just see a fly passing by and she'll start laughing.
Good quality to have.
David always said too, he goes, if I'm ever a comedian, I want you in the audience because you'll be laughing all the time.
The plant.
The plant.
And I'll be in the front like,
I'm gonna be there like, boo.
Who let her bring tomatoes
No.
in here?
No,
all
Sam, I
rotten.
was gonna say Sam does that laugh.
The crazy loud one.
Yeah.
Everyone's just looking at the left.
When I go to a comedy show, I just release all my laughing like as hard as I can.
No, it is fun going through comedy. She has some deep-rooted laughter that she just needs to surface sometimes.
Tanya, for someone who laughs a lot, you don't have like any smile lines, which
do
is good.
though. I do, especially when I wear makeup now that I'm 27. Sad.
Dun dun.
When I wear makeup, it creases. So like, if you look, you can just see them. I'm like, oh my god, ya estoy vieja. Like, and then my crow's feet
When are we getting Botox?
next week.
She's already signed us
Let's
up.
go, ladies.
We're getting there.
Well,
Almost you, David.
I know, but I'm just like, I feel like as a guy, I mean, I could get Botox, but I don't know, that's not my thing. But I'll look at like George Lopez, and, like all his laugh lines.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I'm like, damn,
I think
Some
I'ma
deep
get
set
there.
laugh lines.
because I do be smiling and laughing at every little dumb thing. So
no, like my forehead lines is what scares me the most because they're like bad now.
I
know
feel like
that-
you don't have forehead
I
lines.
I do.
mine are
I
starting.
do.
I mean, smile. There's nothing there. Your forehead is smooth.
Okay, but when I go like this,
Nothing.
No, they're barely there.
No, they're
Yeah,
bad.
you're dramatic.
let me bring in some lights in here.
I think it's also interesting because like I think I actively like during the whole COVID thing, when you're wearing masks, like obviously you can't express yourself as much. So I think and also just being like
You would
on
move your
stage.
eyebrows more.
Yeah, I think I like express now more through my eyebrows.
Damn.
And so like I'm like that. Sometimes I'll be in the mirror like, damn, them lines on my forehead are really setting in right now.
I do think like masks have like made our skin super poor. Like I get like masks lines.
Oh, because you still wear masks.
No, I don't, but I wear them for so long because I have to like work with them
Right.
for 8 hours.
Right.
So it would like make me break out like on my cheeks, and then it just left some scarring. But yes,
Oh, so you don't have to wear masks anymore at the hospital?
it recently, maybe like the beginning of this year, we stopped wearing masks.
I heard that COVID is having like a resurgence right now.
It always does.
There's always new strains, and they
Right.
have hella different names now. I'm like, bro, it was like the L strain before, and now it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
also
far
because
gone.
like flu season's coming up, which is the time when people get sick. So
Yeah.
like COVID's gonna flare
Get
up.
your flu shots.
Meh.
ooh.
I always do.
You do?
Mhm.
I never do.
I do. I'm in the
You rough
hospital.
it.
I'll just do it there.
Bruh, I
Yeah.
haven't had a flu shot in years, probably.
Damn. That's
I'll
why
do
you've
it every
been
couple years.
why you
I'll
be getting
forget.
sick.
I have been getting sick a lot more this past year, but I used to never get sick.
Do you take vitamins?
Well, I was doing the athletic greens for a while, and then I stopped.
You should take like vitamins, like daily ones.
Well, athletic greens had vitamins, but I don't do that anymore, so I should do
Yeah.
vitamins.
I think, how old was I? I think when I was like 24, 25, and I had like my annual checkup with my PCP, my primary care physician. And she was like, how old are you now? And I was like, oh, I'm 20, whatever. And she was like, okay.
Damn.
I was like, do you take any vitamins? I was like, no. And she was like, I think you should start. I was like, oh my God, am I dying?
See, I take my gummies like an adult.
That's fine.
All my Wait, did I say gummies? I take my vitamins like an adult. All my gummies. There's like 8 different gummies. I'm like, it's like a little snack time.
8?
Wait, how many do you have?
I take 2 for vitamin C, 2 for like hair and nails, 2 for multivitamins.
Okay.
And then I'll take a little vitamin D.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, that's a lot of gummies. I should just take real vitamins.
Gummies are better.
Fine.
Well, it's like
Gummies
I
are
take
fine.
enough now, and I want to keep adding more.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of it, I'm gonna have like 20 gummies a day. It's gonna be just like snack time at the end of the day.
Gushers.
I do have a weekly pill case. And this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wow,
So
you are an adult now.
I know. And I take it with me because I just take it at work.
She's grown. She's getting old.
The next step is you're gonna have to upgrade bigger compartments for more.
Right. The fish oil pills.
The fish oil.
Huge.
That always reminds me of Grandpa. He would always
My
take these
parents
fish
take
oils.
them too.
That's good for what? Your joints?
It's good for a lot of things. Brain health.
Oh, right. Omega.
Joints.
Omega 3.
I'll just keep eating sushi.
Right. That's what I tell myself. I'm like,
Sushi.
I could eat
more. I could put more sushi in my diet.
more sushi in my diet. Giant Eagle Wednesdays. Give me a little sushi.
Remember when we played Hot Hands and forever?
I was so bad at the game, I feel like.
No, not the Hot Hands where you're like not the speed one, but just the slapping game. The hand slap game.
Oh, yes, dude. Why would we do that? Where you would just hold on and it was like whoever lasted as long as they could?
Yeah, whoever let go was the loser. And me and David both didn't want to lose, so we played for like, it felt like at least an hour one time.
And like, I think our hands were like red, purple.
Yeah,
by
like
the end of it.
they were so bruised. The next day they were like super purple. And we were at Usiel's house. Actually, I think.
It was like we probably had a big crowd, so none of us wanted to look like the loser.
Well, eventually they got bored, and it was just us still standing
Like
there slapping each other's hands.
Where were your parents? Did they see you doing this?
No, I don't know where they did. Well, at this age we're like in high school. Also, the Gator Blades was
Still.
like high school.
True.
My mom
Early
would
high
say
school.
this, saying like "juegos de manos, juegos de villanos." I don't know what it meant. But she just meant like she just would tell us to stop hitting each other.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know I don't even know if our parents knew that we played any
No,
of these games.
I don't think so.
wish I was like a fly on the wall. It's just like, what were they talking about that
That's
was
what
like
I'm
so.
saying. Or they're just being kids.
They're just.
Yeah, they're just being kids. That's
Yeah.
honestly probably what they're thinking. But then it's funny. So like, we might have talked about this on an earlier episode, but on Thanksgiving, when I was playing back some of the videos that we recorded as kids,
Yeah.
like all the parents were there and they were watching these and they were like, this is what you guys have been doing. This is what you guys did as kids. Like, how did we not notice any of this was happening?
Like the full cinematic experience.
Yeah, they're like, you recorded all of this stuff and like,
You forget that they have like their own lives.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Yeah.
Well, it's like, because we're all in that right
I'm,
now. Like,
I'm the main character.
we're like pre-partners, pre-family.
Yeah.
And then one day we're just going to be.
That's
en la
what I mean,
carne
like,
asada.
we're just gonna
one
be
day
the
we're just gonna
parents.
be like drinking at the table while our kids are in someone's basement doing God knows what.
doing
so
karaoke.
crazy.
Just like, kids will be kids.
I need to find someone like yesterday.
Oh my gosh. But I just thought it was funny that they were like, wow, we really did not know you guys were doing all this stuff.
Right, because like for like Christmas, they're like, oh, here's a camera. And they probably just thought
We're taking pictures,
photo.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little did they know we had the director amongst us. Like, all right, we're gonna do zombies today.
Well, specifically, it was like the Halloween video where Sito was just going around like bothering people.
He was dressed like in a suit.
Oh my god.
He had like a piece of grass and he was like putting it in people's ears and he was like smacking people.
Yeah, a lot of our humor was literally just beat people up.
You guys love pain.
It's just it translated so well on the camera.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, so me and David are related from like his mom's side of the family, and that side has a lot of boy cousins our age, but then David and Tanya are related from his dad's side of the family, so that's a lot of his girl cousins
Yeah.
are around his age. So I think David would play rough with like the boy cousins and then just also play like that with the
I
girls.
was like, oh, they can handle it.
As we're all crying.
But I bet you they were excited when they were like, we're going over to David's house.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Or if David wasn't there, we'd be like, it's not gonna be fun.
Damn. He's not here.
Just in there sad
then
as
it would
fuck.
be annoying when you play with David, specifically when we would play Neopets.
Yeah.
Me and David would play Neopets, like the stuffed animals. We would have them and we'd be like at my grandma's house. And we would make up rules beforehand, and then David would break one of the rules. I was like, David, you can't do that. That's not how it works. And he's like, well, then I'm not going to play.
Oh
Dude,
my God.
that was my fatal flaw.
That was his
annoying.
go-to. And I was like, well, no, I want to keep playing. He's like, well, no, because I can't do what I want, so I'm not playing anymore. And he'd like
That
start
is such a
walking
David
away.
thing to
Yeah.
Fine, you can do it then. Just keep playing.
How old was he?
And I was like, flotsam.
This is when we were younger, like elementary, middle school.
But yeah, I was honestly such a bad sport. And then it got to the point where everyone was aware that that was the thing I would do. And I'd be like, I don't want to play anymore. Not because of that, but because I'm just bored. I would like make up an excuse.
And he would literally stand there with his arms crossed, like, fine, I'm not playing. And that was the pose. And I was like, oh,
I was like, annoying.
so frustrating.
But then I was like, come on, David, play.
He'd always get what he wanted.
I was like, okay, fine, I'll play again. I'm
just-
not bored anymore.
I'm just thinking of how David looked at that time. Like his Justin Bieber hair.
Just always flipping
and like,
it, probably.
remember he had that era of skinny jeans?
Dude.
He had these
Like
red
the
bright-
skinny
the
super
jeans.
bright red
skinny jeans.
And he loved them. He goes,
It'd be like 95 degrees out, summertime, and I'd be
Yes.
sweating my
I feel like you
booty
had
off.
an outfit. You would have the bright red skinny jeans and then like a bright blue Aeropostale
Yes.
shirt
Dude.
and the Justin Bieber
The
hair.
style.
yes.
Those big old letters, the
Yes.
Hollister.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite fits though was those red skinny jeans. Vote for Pedro shirt because the red letters
Oh my
matched.
God.
And I would wear red suspenders
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
casually. It was a swag era. I don't know. Y'all guys needed to catch up.
He also had those glasses, you know, when you watch 3D movies at the
Oh,
movie
the
theaters.
nerd ones.
They would pop out the lenses and David would have them on.
I'm a nerd.
Did you put tape in the middle?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
you
I
You
would.
did put tape in the middle.
Like a
You're the
Band-Aid.
worst.
It was the nerd era. I got in before the mustache era. I feel like
Yeah.
that was the girls thing.
Yeah.
You were obsessed with mustaches, weren't you?
I would draw the mustache on my finger and be like, mustache.
Oh,
Was it you?
God.
Would you make-
Ick.
Duct tape wallets?
No,
I know Sadi did.
I never
for a while.
did that.
My sister duct tape wallets.
Oh, what's Sadi? Good times. Oh my gosh, those. I was a frequenter at the Hot Topic. That's where I'd get all my best shirts, all my best clothes.
Yeah, best skinny jeans.
But I was a Hollister boy through and through. What a freaking era.
Do you ever go in there now?
No, I haven't stepped foot in one of those. But I
It's-
mean, I've seen the clothes like
it's
at
changed
Abercrombie.
it.
Yeah, like
it's
the
like a
style's
different.
better now.
vibe.
It's changed with the times.
It's kind of like Abercrombie for like younger people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like when we watch The Bachelorette, like a lot of the shirts that the guys wear, they're like the woven stuff. I'm like, oh, that looks like an Abercrombie shirt now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that.
Mhm.
It's more modern. Good for them.
Yeah.
I was like trying to find a picture on your Facebook. Because
skinny jeans.
I swear I thought you posted a picture of your red jeans, but I guess not.
No, I mean,
No,
I,
I'm
there's
sure it's out
definitely
there.
some in there. Did I drop my phone somewhere? Dang, those red skinny jeans are lost to history.
Mhm.
Oh well, they live on
In memory.
in memory.
I wonder if I have pictures of them on my laptop.
The search for the skinny jeans.
We will find them and we will post them on
Yes.
Eating Good Instagram.
Also, just it was so funny how things have changed. Where it's like before it was like this: the jeans were skinny, and the shorts were cargo and baggy as hell.
Yes.
Dude, I used to wear Bermuda shorts all the time.
What are those?
They're like the longer shorts that go like right above your knee.
Oh yeah.
And I had some plaid ones.
Yes, dude, that was
I wore
huge.
those all
There was
the
like the
time.
pink, green, like
Yeah,
line.
I had like the blue green plaid ones, and then I would wear like this blue like Aeropostale shirt because it matched. Maybe the red jeans are lost.
Dude, I swear they came up somewhere, but
They're so vivid in my memory.
I know. You can never forget those red jeans.
Never.
dude, that was such a bold choice, but I really committed.
Like what made you want to buy those jeans?
They were in.
It was a
yeah,
different
skinny
time.
jeans were
Colored
in.
jeans. Yeah, skinny jeans were in, and colored ones.
Oh, I guess that's true.
I was really big into Wiz Khalifa, and I think he was always rocking the
Oh,
skinny jeans. But
yeah.
he's also just a skinny guy. I was like pudgy on the top and just skinny ass legs, dude. It did not work in my favor. All my lonjas would be there.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be mean.
All the lonjas would be coming up.
Your little muffin top.
I'd be looking like freaking Patrick Star when he's at the Olympics, when he's dressed as an ice cream cone.
Oh no.
I was like, that's why you get the big shirt on top, just to cover them up real quick. I go, what the crap?
Oh, no.
I think you had like balloons in there or something.
Oh my god. Is that
Tanya?
It's
Yeah,
on
that's
Instagram.
Tanya.
what?
Dang,
Let me
did you
go
have
back.
bangs? What'd you have? Oh, that was the era where like the girls would part their hair like on the side
Ew,
and
let me
flip it
see
over,
that.
Dude,
right?
my side part was out of control in high school. Who let me do that? It was like literally on like
I know, that's
right
what I'm
above
saying.
my ear, like the part.
And it would just like flip over.
Yes,
and you had
such
a lot of hair, so
such
it,
a
like,
big swoop. So my thing would be huge, like my bump on
it
the
looked
top.
like a lion's mane.
Her caption: there are some people in life that make you
Oh,
laugh a
gosh.
little bit louder, smile a little bit bigger,
This
What was
is
that?
so
and live just a little bit better.
Is that Sam?
yeah.
That's what I
Why
said
would-
about her.
Oh, that's
Aw.
her caption.
Can you not hate on me,
I was
please?
like, why would I wouldn't. I can't imagine myself ever writing that. But
Yeah, I
it
was
was
like,
Tanya.
Listen, bitch, I get in my feels sometimes. Leave me alone.
Oh, you know what? I've looked through this before with Sam.
What? Why are you guys looking?
We just stalk people sometimes. Yeah, let's talk about that.
What?
Blackmail Wednesday. Remember that? You were just like,
Oh my
Wednesday was the
God.
excuse to put all your friends on blast. Dude,
This is crazy.
the early days of hashtags.
Okay, well, we need to stop doing this because it's not going to translate well on the pod. They
Yeah,
can't
it's
see
true.
the pictures that we're looking at.
Well, maybe
True.
you guys should start doing videos.
You're going to buy us cameras?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And lighting.
Maybe if Tanya
Because
moves
Bella
down.
thinks
Okay,
our
Bella, you
lighting
do
isn't
lighting.
good.
I'll do the cameras. You know what, guys? Maybe I will move down here. I
Yeah.
like doing the
Dude.
podcast.
Yeah, you should.
That'd be
Just
so
kidding, I'm
fun.
all
I
talk.
would cry.
We're trying to just attract as many people.
Literally, I'm making everybody move to Columbus.
Why not? That's my motto.
Come on.
What's stopping you?
My family.
Bring your mom.
Yeah, but they're only 3 hours away.
Yeah, 2.5 hours
2.5
away.
hours away.
And Andrea's only less than 2 hours away.
They can
Okay.
come visit.
She's like, okay.
Twist my arm.
Bella lives in Columbus now.
Well, because she's going to the Ohio State University.
But you can
Copycat.
come to the Samantha or Marisol's house.
You can go to the Columbus,
We could put
Ohio.
a bed up there for you in the loft.
Bitch,
Yeah.
I'll fall off.
Nah, it's scary up there. It's too small. You'd be so sweaty. It gets so hot up there.
I'll be
That's
mad.
why we
I'll be
used to
mad.
record up there, but it was getting way too hot in the summer, so we moved it down here. That's why we put away the bed.
Wait,
But
did
this is honestly a way better setup.
it is nice.
Because
So
we
much
can
better.
sit in chairs and not on the floor.
Yeah. I do like the loft though. Once
Yeah,
it's
it was like cozy vibe.
like for the winter, I feel like it's,
Oh yeah, for the
yeah.
winter.
I was gonna say, didn't you have a bunk bed growing up?
Yes.
Did you sleep on the top or the bottom?
No, the bottom. But one time I did sleep on the top and I did fall off.
Wait,
Yeah.
there was no like rail?
I don't know what I did, girl. I just fell out that bitch.
Have you guys ever had that experience where like you wake up on the you fall asleep on the top bunk and then you wake up on the floor like the next morning?
Like you don't,
That's happened to me.
like you don't remember waking up
Yeah,
falling?
like I remember falling asleep on the top bunk, and then there would be sunlight, and then I would wake up on the floor.
Girl was like hitting her head and knocking herself out.
Honestly,
so
that's
she doesn't
probably what
remember falling.
happened. That's probably what happened.
Luckily, Bella has the bottom bunk in her dorm.
That's
Nice,
good.
nice.
I just like on Marisol. It's like, yeah, the natural experience that everyone goes
You
through.
guys have never, that's never
Where
happened
you
to you.
don't
Just me.
waken from
Okay.
a fall.
It happens to everybody when you wake up on the floor after you were on the top bunk. I'm like, no, that's never happened to me or anybody that I know.
Oh. Well,
That explains a lot.
if any of the viewers, if this has happened to you before, please let me know.
Well, I had a bunk bed when I had to start sharing my bedroom. Bella had the bottom bunk, but it had like a rail so I would never fall off because that was the fear. I was like,
Yeah.
what if I fall off? So I think my parents made sure to buy one with the rail, and I was like, okay, now this is fine. But one time, the bad thing about the bunk bed is you're close to the ceiling, and one time there was a spider on the ceiling,
Oh, God.
and it was doing the thing where it was coming down on its
No.
web, and it was like over the middle of my bed, and I was like in the corner, like huddled, like how do I get out of this? And I had to like crawl like against the edge of the wall to make it to the ladder to crawl down. It was terrible. And then I don't think I slept in my bed that night because then I couldn't find the spider later.
You're like, heck no, you gotta kill
Can't
it.
risk it.
Burn it all down.
I saw a centipede yesterday,
Ew.
or maybe 2 days ago.
I saw one too in my room before I came to Columbus. So I was like, I'll take care of that when I get home.
I was gonna say, it's like you gotta just walk away from those ones.
You're gonna find it? Or
I don't
what?
know. So I found it in the morning. It was like in the corner. And I was like, oh God. And I was like packing up my stuff. This was on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And came home from work, still in the same spot.
Dang.
And I'm just like, okay. But I think it will be gone once I get back. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the centipede I saw it crawl from like behind a mirror down the wall. And I was
Oh,
like,
God.
oh. And then I saw it like a couple minutes later crawl like into the kitchen, and I was like, but it went under the fridge, so I was like, oh, it's gone now.
It's gone now.
Ew, and they're so fast.
They're so
Yeah.
fast. They're
It's
so
disgusting.
gross.
I saw one in our bathroom. Like, I'll always do battle with bugs in our bathroom, but it's always at like 2 a.m. So internally, I'm like screaming.
I've even had battles with bugs in your bathroom.
And I'm like, dude, I want to scream, but she has work in the morning and I don't want to make a scene.
This is you want to be like, ow!
Yeah,
as
well,
you're smacking it or something.
because I'm like
With the
taking my
chancla.
chancla off and whipping that centipede. Normally, I like to take bugs in the cup and take them outside, but centipedes are scary.
Yeah,
And
they're
you gotta
different.
stomp them a couple times because they're long boys.
Ew.
Oh my gosh. I had an apartment that the outside roaches would get in sometimes.
Oh no.
Oh.
And it was actually like it was when I lived with Courtney on Star, and it was like a nice apartment, and it wasn't dirty, but I think just that area there would be like roaches outside, and then sometimes they'd get in. And then I had bought these roach traps that are like basically a box with sticky traps in them.
Yeah.
And they crawl in, and one time I was like looking in it, and there was like 6 roaches in there.
Whoa.
And I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize there were this many, because I'd only seen like one in the house, but I was like, that's enough for me to put some traps in.
Yeah.
And then I'm glad I did, because it caught so many.
Because in your head, you're like, oh, if you see 2 days in a row, you're like, it's the same roach. But
Yeah.
they multiply.
Oh God.
Well, so the one time I saw of one of the roaches in my room, and so I trapped it under like a cup, and then I put something heavy on top, and I was like, I need a boy to come and like handle this, but there was no boys available. And then I think like I left it there overnight, and the next day when my boyfriend came over, I was like, there's a roach under that cup, and I need you to handle it. And I was like, I wonder if it's still alive. Like, it's been in there for like 24 hours. And then like we lifted the cup, and it started crawling again.
Oh,
And then
gosh.
we put the cup back on it, and then he like did something and either caught it and threw it out or killed it.
They survived nuclear war, so those roaches are resilient.
Yeah.
Disgusting. I can't do insects or anything. Spiders. I'll be like, Ama, there's a spider in my room. She goes, Donde? And then she goes and kills it.
She's like, I'll handle it.
Well, the other day, I think I sent you guys a snap. I had to change my bed sheets because I killed a spider, and it was a big juicy one that it like left juices on my bed sheets. And I was annoyed. I had just changed my bed sheets, and I went downstairs to grab my duvet, and I carry it up, and then I set it down on my bed, and there was a spider on the duvet. So that means there was a spider while I was carrying it up the stairs.
Oh,
So I'm lucky it didn't crawl on me.
You could have been Spider-Man. Woman.
I guess.
Gwen.
But yeah, then I killed the spider on my fresh bed sheets, so then they were no longer fresh, and I had to put new bed sheets again.
Damn, that's rough.
Then I instantly washed the spider juice ones.
Changing your bed sheets is literally like
The
the most
worst
annoying
chore.
thing
Yes.
you can do.
Mhm.
That's my
Agreed.
least favorite chore. Hands
I
down.
currently don't have bed sheets right now on my bed because I'm just like, who has time for this? Energy. No one.
Bella, how often are you gonna change your bed sheets in college?
Bella,
She said never.
at least once every 2 weeks, Bella.
Yes.
Do it for your skin. Don't be like your brother.
Oh, yeah. Leo, he cracks me up. When I heard that story, I was literally cackling
twin
out
bed
loud.
sheets.
Sam showed you the picture?
Yes. I was just like, what the heck?
Just on half of the bed.
Half the mattress out.
I hate him so much.
And it was like, he just was like, no one needs to know. Like, I don't need.
Right, he's like, I only sleep on one half of the bed. Why do I gotta cover the other half?
And it's also crazy how he doesn't move. Like,
yes, that was my thing.
When I sleep, my blankets are everywhere. Like
that's how David sleeps.
I wake up like a burrito.
Yeah.
Wrapped up.
I get either hot or cold, so like I'll be taking off my sheets and like, or sometimes covering myself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that throughout the entire night.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys talk in your sleep?
I do.
Don't.
I snore now.
Wow. Have you tried taping your mouth?
No.
I heard that's a new
should.
thing.
I used to sleepwalk. Like mi tia Michelle, I would always sleep over her house. And I walked out. I opened the garage. Don't know how.
You're like going outside.
Yes. And I just remember like I'm like I woke myself up literally crying and saying like mommy like I don't know. I was like
Wait,
calling for her.
But were you standing? So you
Yeah.
woke up and you were like standing somewhere.
Yes. And I was barefoot and I was outside.
Scary.
And
So
those
you just,
garage
like-
floors were cold.
Yeah. So then when I realized like, what am I doing outside? So I walked back in and my uncle has a bat saying, who's there? I'm like, it's me.
Tanya, it's me.
And then
It's Tanya, don't. You're just impersonating Tanya. Don't.
and ever since that happened,
Home run.
they put a lock on top of the door. So like obviously
So
I
you
couldn't
couldn't
reach
reach
it, but they could.
They childproofed their door because a guest slept walking up.
Did you ever sleepwalk at your own place or only
No.
at your aunt's house?
That was like the only one I remember.
I wonder if there was a ghost.
Oh,
God.
scary.
But like how crazy, because I was sleeping. I had to walk down the stairs, unlock the door,
How did you
open
not
the
fall?
garage.
Oh my god.
Wait, you opened the big garage door?
Yes.
Like the You just sleep, a finger on the button, just walking.
Like how crazy is that?
And I wonder when you but like when you're sleepwalking, do you think the person's eyes are open or closed? Like, are they
I
just
think they're
closed?
I think they're closed.
And they just do this by memory, like
Yeah.
Yo, for real.
Yeah.
by memory. Like,
could be a
that's
ninja.
Wild.
My sister one time did it, and she like came to the living room when we were all in the living room. So she came and she unscrewed the light bulb from the lamp and literally set it down and went back to bed. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
And we all just watched her do it.
She's like, it's too bright in here.
Yeah, my parents also had to like put a safety lock on the door in case she were to try to go outside.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
These fucking kids are wild and
dude, this came into my head. Like, as kids, did you guys believe that, like, if someone was sleeping and you opened their eyelids, that they would have, like, a bad dream or something?
No, I've never heard of that.
I don't know where I heard that or what, but sometimes some of y'all would be sleeping, and I'd be like, I'm gonna fuck their shit up. I'd fucking open their eyelids.
You were so rude.
I was like, I'm gonna see if it's true.
You would
Not on me, though. Not on
open
me.
our eyes while we're sleeping, and the next day be like, so what'd you dream about? anything bad?
well, one of my cousins, he sleeps with his eyes open.
That's
so
gotta
like
be
sometimes
scary.
like when we were kids and we would see him like sleeping, I would like flash a light on him to see if his eyes are open, and they would be like
Like wide open? Like not even a
no,
little.
it would be like snoring.
Do you ever do it where you flash the light and he's just like, his eyes are already open and he just he
No.
like comes to?
He'd just be like,
Oscar was asleep once with his eyes open on the couch. I took a picture because his eyes are like open in that picture.
what?
Yeah, I'll have to find it.
How long did he stand there to find out if he was sleeping or not?
Well, because we were on my parents' couch in Painesville, and I was like trying to talk to him
I was gonna say, watch Sam like has a whole conversation
because
with
it
him.
was like the middle. He was taking a nap, so it was like the middle of the day. So I assumed he was awake, right? And I'm not talking to him, and he's not responding, and I'm like, "Hello?" And I like stand up, and I like stand directly over him, and his eyes are open, and I was like like just bobbing my head back and forth, like he's really asleep right now. And I remember getting really close, like, oh my god, he's just sleeping with his eyes open. And then I pulled out my phone and took a picture.
And he's just like,
And then I like let him sleep.
Did you try to like close his eyes?
No.
like a dead person. You just close your eyes for them.
No, but when he woke up, or maybe while he was asleep, I might have texted him the picture so he could see it when he woke up.
Oh, he woke up to what the heck? I don't remember taking those.
I don't know. Maybe
Imagine
I did
his
it.
point of view if he like woke up and you're like,
Literally just over him, like, hello.
No, that was my fear when I would open y'all's eyelids. I'd be like, what if they wake up?
I can't believe you did that. That's wild.
I did it like maybe.
To both of us, you've
Or
done
Well,
it.
I
Do you
don't know
know who you
specific.
did
No,
it to?
I don't know who. It was probably a young. It was probably
Like Antonia.
yeah. It was probably like Antonio
okay.
or something. I was like, I'm gonna see if he's gonna have a nightmare. But I don't think I ever followed up. So it wasn't for science, I guess.
One time I was at a sleepover with like the dance girls. It was actually at the dance studio. And I was sick, but like I didn't want to miss the sleepover. So I was like, all right, I'll still go. But I went to sleep before everybody else because I was sick. And I guess I was asleep with my eyes like open, but I don't think they were fully open. They were just like a sliver open. And I woke up because a girl was like laying in front of me and she goes, "You're right, Sam does sleep with her eyes open." Which
Loud as hell.
Loud as hell.
Right in your face.
So that woke me up and then I instantly covered myself with a blanket. But the way she said it, that means everybody in the room already took turns looking at me with my eyes open.
oh no.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
The Drake meme. Embarrassing.
Do you remember how they used to do sleepovers at the YMCA?
Yeah.
Like in the basketball court?
Yeah. I used to go to those all the time, and I'm just like for what? Like what?
For what?
It's kind of a wild concept that your
Yeah.
parents just let you
Like
go
straight-
to a sleepover with random kids your age.
Because
my
And it was like for
parents-
teenagers sometimes too.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
like teen. My parents were like, we're not letting you sleep over no one unless it's your cousin or something.
Right.
White people over
That's
here throwing
wild.
the whole community sleepover.
And Tanya, white
I-
people and Tanya.
I think Tanya would tell me, and I'd be like, dang, that sounds cool as hell. I wish my parents would let
Well,
me.
wouldn't you get to like use the facilities and like you'd get to swim or no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
like,
would have late night stuff. I
yeah.
think I did go once because for some reason I remember being
I
in the
think-
game room. They had a game
Yeah,
room.
they had a game room. I
Yes.
think me and Oscar went once, but we got picked up before the sleepover part. I think. I don't know
Oh.
if we stayed the night.
Actually, that sounds. Maybe I was with y'all that day or something. 'Cause
Maybe.
I don't think I remember the sleeping part now that you mention it.
because I
But
guess like I don't remember sleeping there, but I remember like
The
being
fun
there
part,
at the
like the
late
activities.
night. Yeah.
that's crazy. And they had like that Dance Revolution like machine
Yeah.
upstairs. That was
that
pretty
game room
cool.
was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Were you a YMCA kid?
Yeah, but we never had sleepovers there. I would literally always have to beg my mom to have a sleepover anywhere, and she would always say no. But I could have sleepovers in my own house.
Oh,
Yeah.
like have people go over to your
Yeah.
house. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah, my crib was the sleepover.
Oh yeah.
Since it was like both sides of the family, sometimes mom would be like, "Yeah, tell your cousins pull up,"
Yeah.
and then there'd be like 8 cousins.
Mm-hmm.
What did my mom tell scary? Who would tell scary stories?
I don't
I
know.
don't remember. I think someone told a scary story one time, and I think Cito got so scared. Like I don't think he could sleep, and one of the girls like made a noise and like scared him even more.
Well, what happened was like, because that particular one, we were sleeping upstairs in my parents' room, but it was like all the boys on one side and all the girls on the other side. And I think Cito somehow like maybe he was scared and like crept over his way to the other side, but
To
he
the
wasn't
girls'
like
side.
like next to the girls. He was like kind of at their feet or something. And I think one of the girls like farted, like kind of in his face. And we were like, bro. And I don't know if my mom told us that happened or something, but they were like, damn, he got. Was it Tanya? Well, there was one. It was either Tanya or Elizabeth, where like one of them got so scared that during one of the sleepovers, my mom was like, "You're sleeping with me." And so
I think it was Lise.
I think it was Lise. She's like, Madrina, I'm so scared. It was probably like 2 a.m. My mom was just tired as heck. That was the thing. We'd always have the cousins over, but when it was just like the boys, we'd be like playing Call of Duty, screaming and stuff. she'd come down. You would just hear the footsteps at 2 a.m. I was like, dang, I'm about to get in trouble. And my cousins were like, whatever, because it's not my mom.
Right.
Ya duérmanse. Okay. Good times.
Oh, you would actually go to sleep?
Well, yeah.
You would just turn the volume off and be quiet.
Yeah, sometimes we would keep playing with the volume completely off. I'd be like, shut up.
Yeah.
I can't get in trouble.
So stressful when it was like you're the kid hosting it and the parents are gone and you're like, guys, we gotta be quiet or my mom's gonna come out here and yell at us.
And then you won't be able to sleep over again.
Yeah. But if you like at my house, people would listen because they were scared of my mom.
Yeah.
And like we would have sleepovers at my house, never like big ones. I feel like it'd be like one cousin at a time, and they'd always be scared to like ask my mom because I'd be like, sometimes I feel like I'd make the cousin ask.
Oh, for sure, that was always the move. You ask because she's gonna say no to me.
I was like, she'll say yes to you, but if I ask, she's gonna say no. And then they'd be scared, but they'd go like, Maria, is it okay if I spend the night at your house? She'd be like, okay.
No, dude, I can also imagine that from the parents' perspective. You're just like, again, sitting there talking, laughing, and then just you have a little snot nose. Maria, can I spend the night? Yeah, okay. Turn the corner.
Yeah! And all the kids are like, yeah! And then another cousin hears that one is spending the night, so like, can I spend the night too? I'm like, gotta go ask.
And then sometimes they would, but then there'd always be that third cousin asking. There's too many already. Oh, that person felt so bad. And the two people sleeping over. Well, sometimes.
Oh, that's so sad.
The two people sleeping over were like, don't rub it in, don't rub it in.
What did you do at the Y? I'm curious.
I think I did some swimming lessons and rock climbing. That's it.
We didn't have rock climbing at ours.
Yeah?
We did?
Yeah, we did.
Well, it was like the little one. It was like
Yeah.
the little crappy play one. It was probably it was like in a little playroom.
Yeah.
The one with all the foam everywhere? Like the
Yeah.
cushion room?
Was there? Was that a cushion room?
Well, it was
It was like
like
where the little kid, the
Yeah,
jungle
yeah.
gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the far wall, there was always.
I guess
It might have
that's-
been a little bit newer. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think that was
Yeah, I
when they
think it was a little bit
renovated
newer.
it and we were like older.
But they added it. It wasn't very tall, but
Yeah.
got the job done.
The guys who would like, what's it called when you hold the
Rappel.
rope? The rope,
Rappel?
the repellers.
Yeah. I
The
think
repellers.
Well, I don't know.
There were
Mhm.
these
don't
two
know.
guys are really cute, and so I would always go.
How
And-
old were you?
I was young, like 10.
And they were like adults.
And you were
Yeah,
like,
they were
I'm
like
gonna
high
seduce
schoolers.
these. I'm gonna seduce these boys
I would be
with
like,
my
"Help, I'm
10-year-old.
They hold me.
Help, I'm falling. You're making them suspend you up in the air.
And
I need
sometimes
mouth to mouth.
and sometimes when they would have both like the same like size girls, they would be like, okay, who can get there faster? And then my guy would always like pull me up there. I'm not even like climbing anymore. I'm just like, whoa.
That's fun. Yeah, I wish we had like a big rock climbing wall.
Yeah.
I've only been done rock climbing once, and it was like at Ohio State. I went to some,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, one of the gyms had it, and I
Yeah.
went just one time. And it was really fun until I remembered I was afraid of
Yeah.
heights. And then I was at the top, and I was like, oh my God.
I know it's
Yeah.
scary like going down. Like, you know, you're not gonna go like fast, but you do have to like fall.
Yeah.
Oh, because you have to like jump.
Yeah,
back,
you like
Yeah.
let go and fall back.
Dude. It's
It's
such
fun.
a tough forearm workout.
Dude, yeah. And that's the
Yeah.
other thing you don't realize is it's like you have to be strong.
And
Yeah.
your
That's a
grip has to be
workout.
good.
Yeah.
I got
I'm already sweating thinking about
Like
I
my
know.
shoulders afterwards too were so sore and tired. But it was a good workout. Like I wish I did rock climbing more
Yeah, no,
because it
people-
was fun and like active.
people really love it. And it's like I feel like you don't really work that muscle
Yeah, your
just like in day-to-day
forearm.
life.
Me typing
So
on my
it's like-
laptop. That's it.
You'll see like the real good rock climbers are like little skinny dudes, but the big old forearms. And you're like, dang, you could climb a whole
It's
mountain.
like the anchor arms from SpongeBob.
Right.
Oh my God.
The inflatable. I think we're reaching the end. Any last thoughts, Tanya? Any parting words?
Thank you for having me. This was really fun. Can't wait to be back.
Can't wait for you to move to
Yeah.
Columbus so you come on the pod all the time.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
If 3 people listen to this pod episode, Tanya will move out to Columbus.
Woo! 1, 2, 3.
oh, We got a fourth. You better
5
start
because I listened
packing.
to it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bella doesn't listen. She has
What?
yet to listen on her own.
Boo.
Well,
How does she want to be our
she
producer?
started listening to one and then turned it off. How rude.
She's busy. She's busy.
She's got 20 minutes walks to class now. She can play it then.
Yes.
She gotta listen to twice, bro.
You have to listen at least to 5 if you want to be our editor.
So that you know our
Oh.
style.
Yes.
She did listen to some in the car when I played them. So she was forced to
When you
listen.
forced it.
Well, because we were going to Chicago and my parents were driving and my mom was like, okay, I'll plug in the podcast because I was telling Bella to listen to it. So then we all as a family listened to the podcast.
Imagine
Oh,
you listen to that
gosh.
raunchy episode.
We didn't listen to that
That
one.
is
But the one we
hilarious.
did listen to, I feel like there was like a,
A raunchy topic.
I don't know, like a raunchy part or like a partying part. And I was like, oh.
Oh.
Ugh.
Bold
just
to listen
skip
with
that
your family.
I know. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. At one point, I was at Sam's all the time, and her dad would be like, "I'm gonna charge you rent."
He's like,
It's $20.
every time you come, it's $20. And he still says that to this day when you come
Yeah.
over.
And I'm like, I didn't sleep over.
Only 10.
10. Come on. Give me a deal. Cool. Well, I think that wraps up this episode. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Eating Good Pod. DM us, leave us a voicemail, interact with us, give us topics that you want us to talk about. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
What's so funny over there?
Nothing. He's tickling Bluetooth.
No, David was yawning.
Trying to hold it back so hard.
And his face is just like this.
And then I started seeing her laughing. I couldn't hold it.
Sorry, I'm boring you. We're ending the episode. Bye.
Bye.
Arrivederci.